All right, so we were very high on C.J. Gardner-Johnson when we signed him. He was one of the best safeties in free agency. Fell through out of nowhere. He winds up a Detroit Lion. He plays literally 2 games for us, 1.5 games healthy, right? Then goes out, finish the game. And then we got a guy that I thought could be an odd man out. His name is Tracey Walker. And this guy has stepped up. So I got a question for y'all. I got an answer too, but my question to you is, C.J. Gardner-Johnson had surgery. He was flexing on Instagram, beefing with Deebo Samuel. And changed his name to Ceedy Duece legally. I forgot all about that. So for the purpose of continuation, continuity, and y'all know who I'm talking about, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, I will refer to him as that for the time being. But we thought he was lost for the season. Then he says he could come back for the divisional round. Now we've been here in December. And you know what? If Aaron Rodgers can come back from an Achilles in 12 to 16 weeks, I'm going to say Ceedy Duece, a.k.a. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, can come back as well. Now, the question I have is, do you pull Tracey Walker, who's been playing fantastic, for C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who hasn't played in 3 or 4 months? That's a question. Let me know what you think. Walker is gone after this year. Okay, I love Tracey, but he's been slow on routes. Will Harris is more a safety. We need to find a way for both of them to play. More reps could just be what he needs. Okay, so Wynn says yes, no. So, okay, the question is, do you go with C.J. Gardner-Johnson if he's healthy over Tracey Walker? Dylan says, I'm taking Duece over Tracey. Tracey horrible at coverage. He a linebacker playing safety that's 15 pounds lighter. Walker has to earn his spot back. That's how it works. You mean Gardner-Johnson does? I don't think Aaron Rodgers comes back. I do, Patty. He was out there throwing on Sunday. If CJ GJ looks good in practice, then maybe rotate him in and see who's better. You can move Tracey to cover a linebacker for sure. Don't forget Brian Branch. Yep, absolutely. Walker is a liability in coverage. I go with CJ Gardner-Johnson. Wow. So y'all are taking CJ Gardner-Johnson. And I'm taking Tracey Walker. I'm a take Tracey simply because Tracey's playing good ball. CJ Gardner-Johnson, think about this. CJ Gardner-Johnson was injured 6 weeks ago, right? 6 weeks ago. Finished the game with a torn pec. So the dude is a warrior. That's no doubt. Wasn't too effective, but he was out there just sacrificing his body. Dude is a riot. But to me, Dan Campbell talks about chemistry and breaking it up. Tracey Walker, and this is why I would play Tracey. Tracey, go with the hot hand. We don't know what we got in CJ Gardner-Johnson as far as recovering from injury. Tracey Walker recovered from an Achilles injury, right? That takes a year. His starting position was taken from him for CJ Gardner-Johnson. The dude sat in the wings. He did what he was supposed to do. He came in and he played ball. Now, y'all saying he a liability and all this and all that, which is fine. I get it. But he's playing good ball right now. And we got secondary depth. Now, would I rotate in CJ Gardner-Johnson? Absolutely. Would I just snatch Tracey out? I would not. I could see Tracey saying, you know what? Okay, I'm going to take one for the team. Especially seeing as this could be his last year. Would I take him out? I wouldn't. Rick says you don't bench a guy for balling out. The whole chemistry thing is what Big V hasn't had. Tracey been lights out all year. I'm saying that's how many pros you got. Does Tracey have? I would keep them both. I watch all your videos mostly. Clean chat. Yes, Sam, thank you. No more bad teams in playoff. No more times for experiments. Okay, Ed, so what does that mean? What does that mean? And I mean, I don't know. I feel like it is bad teams in the playoffs. I think the NFC South winner could be a bad team. I think seed 6 and 7 could be a bad team, specifically 7. But I hear you, though. CJ is way better, and we need his energy on the field. Says applying pressure. Do you think he will start over Reynolds? I do not. I don't think he starts over Josh. I think he starts over J-Mo. Will Harris didn't even play this week, I don't think. CJ a ball hawk and better in coverage. Okay, so you guys are saying that we're going to sit if Tracey Walker, we get the word Tracey can come back. Don't forget, Tracey he's eligible to come off IR. After he does that, there's a 21-day window that the Detroit Lions got to decide what they're going to do. Then they would have to move him up to the active roster. Okay, done. We do that. Then he's just going to come in and take Tracey Walker's spot. I don't know. We'll see. But let me know what you think in the comments below.